Okay, hello. This is my first stream. I'm gonna try to not be too awkward about this. I don't have very high hopes, but my name is Pidgie. I am here to bring you breaking news from around the world. So let's just get straight into it. I messed that up. Great. Okay, there we go. All right. So, welcome to the newsroom. I'm glad you're here with me today. Let's get straight into some top stories. All right, starting off strong. A sad story about a dog. I don't think I can do that one. A baby hippo refused to get out of the pool until he gets the mom stare. Pygmy hippo Mars didn't listen to the zoo caretaker when playtime in the pool was over, so his mom Posey had to step in. There appears to be something universal about the mom stare. A video of a funny interaction between a baby hippo and his mother has gone viral, racking up over 4.6 million likes as social media users compare the moment to a standoff between a toddler and his mom. In a TikTok shared by Can't Read That Wildlife Park, located in Goddard, Kansas, 5-week-old pygmy hippopotamus calf Mars is seen refusing to get out of a pool until his mom Posey has to step in. Us telling Mars it's time to get out of the pool versus his mom telling him it's time to get out, text over the video says, while the caption reads, "Better listen to mom." All right, here's the video. Enough of me yapping. He is not having it. Immediately comes to mom. All right, and there's a bunch of stuff that's going to be a lot to read, so I'm not going to. 29-year-old woman's friendship with a 97-year-old woman began with a ride and Wendy's meal. Apparently, this woman adopted a 97-year-old off the street. In June, 29-year-old Miami, Florida resident Estrella, I can't pronounce that, was driving to pick up lunch when she noticed an elderly woman walking slowly down the street and decided to approach her to see if she needed assistance. That woman turned out to be Lillian, a 97-year-old retiree. The pair became fast friends, and it was all documented on video. All right, here's the video. Okay, very cute. Very cute. Very wholesome. Let's see, let's go to a different website. This is actually really cool. I recently read about this in a book. A quarter century of collecting seeds from around the world safeguards them from extinction. After 25 years of diligent work, an English botanic gardens is ready to face whatever reality climate change may throw at us, safe in the knowledge that a large chunk of the world's plant diversity lies safely tucked away underground for future generations. By the numbers, the Millennium Seed Bank holds over 2 billion seeds from over 40,000 species, collected by scientists and volunteers from 279 organizations spanning over 100 countries. It's likely the largest seed vault on Earth, with the other contender being located on the Norwegian Arctic, that's a big word, of Svalbard. Located at the Royal Botanic Gardens Kew facility in Wakehurst, seeds from all over the world are carefully cleaned, dried, and stored in walk-in freezers at negative 20 degrees Celsius or about negative 4 degrees Fahrenheit. For 25 years, the work has been carried out by experts who have developed the skills not only to store the seeds, but also to wake them up again, often using bespoke protocols for seed germination. Rare news stories occasionally flash across the airwaves about seeds, hundreds, even thousands of years old, remaining alive long enough to germinate. The MSB experts believe that for every 1% of moisture extracted from a seed and for every 9 degrees of additional cold, the lifespan of a seed approximately doubles. Nice. I need to just start freezing my seeds, but I eat them all. So that's a problem. Within species, there's incredible genetic diversity, which protects against disease, climate change, and other threats. Dale Sanders, biologist and former director of the John Innes Center in Norwich, told AP. Maintaining that diversity is essential if we want to preserve the diversity of life itself. For all the archiving and record keeping and preservation, the MSB is hardly just a storehouse. To the contrary, it's always growing something. Funds for ecosystem restoration or botanical research, young scientists looking to begin a career in plant conservation, or plans to restore existing ecosystems by leveraging the vault's vast reserves. Nice. We love some ecological conservation. All right, what else? Discarded plastic fishing nets are turned into filament for 3D printers. Based. An English fisherman who grew indignant at the number of nylon fishing nets he saw abandoned on the wharfs of Cornwall every year has moored his boat and invented new recycling technology to turn the nets into raw plastic again. A skipper will replace his nylon fishing net every 6 months, says Ian Falconer, and most of the time they're buried in a landfill, burned, or abandoned in the ocean to strangle fish and other wildlife. But now, if Skipper just gives it over to Falconer, he can turn it into plastic granules that have been used to make dozens of different products, from lampshades to razor blade handles. And I guess these are some examples of what they have done. Very cool. Woman rescues cat that survived in big word bathroom for 2 years. Rescuing starts with noticing. Oh, look at him. That bathroom's terrible. Someone get him out of there. Spoiler alert, he got out of there. Great news. A British woman recently rescued an abandoned house cat who had been living for 2 years in a big word bathroom. We're just going to call it decrepit. In a decrepit bathroom, and is arranging to fly the gentle animal back to the UK. Hobbyist animal rescuer Singh was sent a picture of the long-haired cat by a stranger and drove out to Abu Dhabi on August 8th from her home in Dubai to locate it. Singh managed to find the street cat in the process of feeding other strays and noticed it looked frightened. She was told by laborers the cat had seen over the last 2 years, sheltering under the streets of metal in a decrepit bathroom. She's such a gentle cat who has endured such hardship. It broke my heart when I first saw her, Singh said. I'm so happy that she's getting a new start. It wasn't straightforward, though. as the cat had made a refuge beyond the reach of an outstretched hand in a decrepit building's bathroom. Singh had to make the 90-minute drive from her home in Dubai to Abu Dhabi after work every day for 3 weeks to check on the cat. Based, based, based. Try to feed her and attempt to build trust before she was able to coax her out of her hiding place and get her to a vet. She was treated by Dr. Kamal at Capital Vet Clinic, Abu Dhabi, and he gave her vaccinations, worm and flea treatment, and bathed her. And presumably, this is a picture of the cat being treated. It says that the credit goes to Singh, so based, based, based. She is now finalizing arrangements to fly the cat, who she named Terra Nova. Okay, there's Terra Nova getting treatment, which means new star to a family in the UK. She looked completely lost and fearful. It was clear she didn't belong there, Singh recalled. The workmen said stray cats had bullied her, and we thought she probably had been a pet and been abandoned. She was scared and alone, and I couldn't walk away. Singh moved to Dubai from London 20 years ago and says that recent measures in the UAE, including microchipping pets and registration becoming mandatory in Abu Dhabi, are strong steps towards the progress of animal welfare. Islamic countries like Turkey and Morocco are famous for their gentleness towards stray cats, and many can live long, well-fed lives on the streets of these countries. To the other side of that picture, one might argue, is that the tolerance of street cats inhibits the growth of laws that might help diminish their number and sufferings. While that's a conversation for another place and time, the current movement sees Tara Nova waiting at a foster home in Abu Dhabi while Singh plans her move to the UK and into a loving forever home. Nova's story could have ended in silence, but instead she curls up in comfort and safety on a soft blanket, she said. She was always a treasure, just waiting for someone to see her. Rescuing starts with noticing. This is a great story. I really like this one. I think we're gonna move on to Twitter and see what's happening on. No, well, it's called X now. I just call it Zitter. So we're gonna see what's happening on Zitter because there's always important things happening on there, and yeah. Here is a baby peacock peekabooing. The dimorphism between the male and female peacocks is pretty cool. I think the brown ladies are still pretty. It kind of sucks that all the boy birds get all the pretty colors. Here's a seal looking very sad. That. Ah, I didn't mean to click on it. I just want to like it. I want to like it. Okay. Very cool sheep with 2 pairs of horns. Can you imagine getting rammed by one of those though? That would suck. No good. Here's a cat who enjoys being beat up, apparently. Some cats really seem to enjoy the bongo game. Baby macaws. I don't know what that audio is. I was hoping to hear baby macaw noises, but apparently not. So very cute. They look naked. Someone should give them some feathers. It looks like I think they're hugging each other for warmth, actually. I'm pretty sure that's what's going on. Watering a seal so it grows to be big and strong. baby fish. Owls are basically cats. I believe that owls are cat-coded. That's why they're birds of prey, and I'm kind of scared of them. Oh, it's a very cute meow. Nice airplane ears. Otters are basically dogs, but that's also the death roll thing is kind of an alligator thing. Maybe they're just alligator dogs. They're sea puppies. Relatable, understandable, sir. Have a nice day. Conetail. Okay. Well, I think that sums up the news today. I'm going to take a quick break and come back and play American Truck Simulator for a minute. I have a gearbox and a wheel, but I think I'm just going to use the wheel and the pedals. And hopefully, someone will enjoy watching. So, all right, be right back.